Hey, it is time for Emerald Eats, where we get to highlight some amazing food in our area.
Yes, and today we are joined by Tina Fahnbulleh with Gold Coast Ghal Kitchen. Welcome, Tina. Thank you for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, how did you kind of start your businesses and all that?
Yeah, so I moved to Seattle 7 years ago. I said 5 years ago that I would be leaving. I'm still here.
Oh, wow.
And as you guys know, there isn't really a big West African population. You see a lot more from the East. And I just wanted representation for me. And cooking is something I've been doing since I was a child. And I wanted to make friends, build community. And so I saw cooking as a way to do so, and then was just feeding entirely too many people for free, and so decided to start Gold Coast Ghal.
Beautiful. It's definitely the way into people's hearts, right?
Absolutely, food.
Yes, and share with us the flavors that people would recognize if they're not familiar with this cuisine.
Absolutely. So it's your everyday flavors. I know people hear West African because you're not familiar with it. You think it's something completely different, but it's your curry, paprika, salt, pepper, parsley, you know, those type of flavors that you can actually find in your local grocery stores.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And you've got some different pop-ups around town. Tell us about those.
Yes, so I am at Rose Temple on Wednesdays and Fridays, and then on the 25th and 26th of this month, I will be at Captain Black's doing a pop-up, and then that will be more traditional food. We'll be visiting Ivory Coast for those pop-ups.
Very exciting. So the pop-up scene, of course, so cool, but
So pop in.
Pop in, yes. So you are also kind of working on having a standalone restaurant in the future, huh?
Yes, hopefully soon. I can't talk much about it, but I'm hoping within the next few months that will be a thing.
So exciting. Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
And what are we making today?
So we are making my famous meat pies.
Cool. Wonderful.
Yeah, so there are lots of different variations on this, on what the filling can be, but we will be using ground beef. And so what goes in, we have our red onions, some potatoes, and then some green onions that are at the bottom there. So you just put that in the pan. And the trick why I add sweet potatoes is so that it can soak up the flavors. Obviously, I have recipes, but sometimes, you know, I'm just cooking from the soul.
Yeah.
And, you know, I go over with the salt a little, and then that's where that potato comes in to soak up that flavor.
I love an option like that because sometimes, I mean, it gets stressful to like have to measure absolutely everything, so it's nice to kind of just feel it out.
Yeah. And so what I have in here so far are the peppers, and then I just added our ground beef along with tomato paste, about say 3 tablespoons of that, and then I have our spices that we talked about.
It's so
here.
beautiful.
Isn't it? It's really pretty. So just add some of that. Again, as I was saying, I just cook until I'm told to stop, and then I just mix it all in, and then that will brown for about 10 to 15 minutes. And then while that's going, what we want our finished product to look like is this.
Okay, beautiful.
Nice.
Okay,
Absolutely.
excellent. So all mixed together and
All mixed
delicious
together,
there.
Yeah.
What's next?
What's next is we get to make the beautiful meat pie. We get to assemble it. But of course, first we need to make the dough. And that's where we have here, we have, you know, our flour, butter, egg, some salt, and then a trade secret.
She can't give all her secrets
Not
away.
all of it, no.
We'll respect that.
And then once you have that, and then, you know, you make your dough. This is what it looks like. And you can see some butter in there. It looks really good.
How do you know when you've done a good job with that dough?
This is the consistency we're looking for.
Okay.
No, where it's stretchy, but it's not too stretchy, where, you know, you just pull at it once and then it breaks apart.
I bet that took a long time to perfect that recipe to be perfect.
It did, yeah. Yep, so then we roll out our dough. I like to say I have amazing arms because of the shoulder work.
Little workout, little biceps.
And so once we roll it, we cut into our desired size. I love making this, especially with kids. I grew up, you know, with what's it called, pizza rolls. You can make this something like that, where you make it smaller, bite size, or you can make it, you know, hand different size as well.
Nice.
But typically, if I'm at home, this is the size I would make it.
Yeah.
And so I rolled it out to that.
I like how you did all this preparation.
Yeah,
Every
we
step is
appreciate
ready
it.
for it.
It's ready to
Sometimes we
go.
run out of time here, so this is kind
Yeah.
of ideal.
Yeah, I was like, do I want you guys to work?
Yes,
just
but-
a teeny
we
bit.
love to work.
Yeah, put us to work.
Absolutely. And so to assemble it, we have our pie already cut, and then some egg, just to seal it. Brush it around the edges there. And
And then you're putting the filling on
then
there.
put the filling in. And
I feel like I would always overstuff these if I was doing it myself,
Absolutely.
to be honest.
So what is the right amount of stuffing, do you think?
Yeah.
Just whatever feels
just
right.
whatever feels
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And I usually will pinch the middle
Oh,
to
okay.
seal it first. And then if I feel that it's going to come out of the sides, then I open it back up and take some out.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
A little trial and error, that's
Yeah,
good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So then you just squeeze
And it's sticking because you brush that egg around,
with the
right?
egg. Absolutely. Yep.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So
That looks great.
And then usually,
I see a
to
little.
make sure it's sealed really tight, we take the fork just to reinforce that again.
Okay.
And you just kind of press it
And press-
down firmly, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Nice.
Great.
And then what's this little tool you have with it too? Is that instead of the fork?
Instead of the fork, you
That's
put
another option. Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Another option would be to put, oh, thank you, this here, and then you
Just on one side.
just on one
Wonderful.
side, yeah.
Okay.
Cool, cool.
And then you close it to seal.
Oh, that's
But
great.
as you can see, this
I kind of like
one-
the fork method.
Exactly.
It's made with love, you know?
Absolutely. And then would you fry these up or bake them?
Yep, so West Africa, we tend to bake, but empanadas, which is South
Yeah.
America, they fry. So there have been instances where I have fried them, and it's just as amazing.
Still tasty. Well,
Yes.
we definitely want to get to try some of this food before we have to wrap up. So Carly here has a
Made me a
vegetarian
little
option.
veggie one. I'm so excited.
Which one should I try?
Start with
Right here?
that, yeah.
Okay, perfect. And what is this beautiful dip here?
Yeah, so that is a cilantro guacamole sauce.
Calling my name.
That I just made. I usually would serve it with the sweet chili sauce, but I'm trying something new.
Nice and tangy.
Yeah.
You really got the dough down perfectly.
Thank you.
I have to say. And then tell us about this other yummy food in front of us too,
Yeah.
because you made so many beautiful dishes.
Absolutely. So what we have here is suya. Suya is this. Is suya. It's the spice blend. The base of it is peanut, and then you add your spices to it, and then you coat it on your proteins. And then with that suya is pepper sauce. It's your Scotch bonnet or habanero peppers with green peppers and onions that's stewed. It's very flavorful, and then of course it comes with cucumbers, tomatoes.
That is amazing. And we have so many wonderful dishes we will be sharing on social media as well.
Yeah, so you can check out her upcoming pop-ups all around town, and we'll put that link on our website. See you guys next time.
Great job.
Thank you.